Hi, Silu the Naatama Ayubawan, and welcome to my channel, Mama CinCin Nona. Hey y'all! Linguine with mushrooms and truffle butter is one of our family pasta favorites, especially for my dad. Let's check out the ingredients. For the pasta and sauce, I'll be using fresh linguine, mushrooms, garlic, chives, heavy cream, butter, olive oil, truffle oil, and Parmesan cheese. For the garlic bread, I'll be using French bread, butter, garlic oil, dried spices, and fresh Italian parsley. Not to worry, I'll be listing the ingredients and measurements throughout the video. Let's head to the stove. In a medium saute pan over medium-high heat, add half a tablespoon of olive oil and mix in 4 chopped garlic cloves for about 1 to 2 minutes to flavor up the oil. The sauteed garlic will begin to turn a light golden brown color. Add the mushrooms and saute for about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm using 6 ounces of sliced baby bella mushrooms, which are small portobello mushrooms that has a nice meaty flavor. Cook until mushrooms are tender, stirring occasionally for about 5 to 7 minutes. Pour a third of a cup of heavy cream over the sauteed mushrooms, stir it in, and then let it simmer over medium heat for about 2 to 3 minutes. Heavy cream has a higher fat content and makes it more stable when cooking over high heat. Use a heavy bottom saucepan that distributes the heat well to prevent scorching the cream. Reduce the heat to low, then add 1 tablespoon of truffle butter and stir it in until the butter melts. Since I couldn't find truffle butter, I've mixed 1 teaspoon of truffle oil with 1 tablespoon of salted butter. It's okay to improvise, the flavor will still be amazingly delicious. Add black pepper to taste and bring the heat back to medium-low and let it simmer for another 2 to 3 minutes. If you're using white pepper, remember that it's much hotter in flavor than black pepper. Set the cream sauce aside, and while that thickens, let's make the linguine. Bring a medium pot of salt water to a boil over high heat and add fresh linguine to the boiling water for about 1 to 2 minutes. If you're using a dry pasta, which is totally okay, cook that for about 8 to 10 minutes. Drain the pasta and add it to the sauce. If you're able to try fresh pasta, I highly recommend it. The texture and taste is different than dry pasta, and because it's much softer, I'm using tongs to gently toss the noodles and sauce together. You can also try using fettuccine pasta, which is also a type of flat noodle much wider than linguine, but both can be used to support a heavy cream sauce. Finally, add 2 tablespoons of chopped chives and about 1/4 of a cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Our family loves a generous amount of rough chopped chives and a whole lot of cheese. Mix to combine all the yummy flavors and simmer on a very low heat to let the cheese melt, bubble, and sizzle up a little bit. Y'all, this looks and smells so good, but before we dig in, let's make some delicious garlic bread. Today I'm going to prepare garlic bread that's crispy and toasty using French or Italian baked bread. I'll prepare a soft garlic bread recipe in another video. Cut the loaf in half lengthwise and spread 2 tablespoons of salted butter on each of the bread halves. Then sprinkle about 2 teaspoons each of garlic powder, onion powder, and paprika, and 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh Italian parsley. Drizzle with garlic-infused olive oil, but adding fresh minced garlic onto the bread with olive oil works really well too. Bake at 350 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes until the edges of the bread begin to toast. Let it cool for a minute before cutting into 1-inch thick slices. Everything's ready, y'all. Let's eat. This is definitely a carbolicious feast, but once in a while, it's totally worth the extra cardio workout the next day. Garnish the pasta with extra chives, and don't forget a plethora of Parmesan cheese for the table. Enjoy! Thanks for watching, everyone. And as always, cook with love, live to eat, and enjoy. Ayubawan!